guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell by the title of this video, it is all about my wedding dress. I recently went shopping for my wedding dress, and to be perfectly honest, I wasn't planning on purchasing my dress that weekend. I wanted to give myself a couple of days or weeks to really think about what I was purchasing, since it is kind of a big purchase. I did not want to go in lightly. So basically what happened is that I scheduled two appointments for the weekend. One was on Saturday and one was on Sunday. You're going to see all the dresses I tried on Saturday. And we went to a local boutique. About 3 of my bridesmaids came, as long as with my mother. And it was so much fun. They let us look around, let my girls pick out dresses, my mom pick out dresses, I got to pick out dresses. The consultant, she was so sweet. Her name was Kylie, and she knew what the hell she was doing. And some of my bridesmaids picked out just weird gowns that I didn't even want to try on, to be honest. And then there are some gowns that I'm just like, oh my god, these are just beautiful. And we got there, we spent about 2 hours, so I don't know exactly how long my appointment was, but we spent 2 hours just trying on gowns. And I love the fact that everyone was going to be there for my first appointment, so I can get everyone's true opinions. And the reason why I wanted everyone's true opinions is because they're my best friends. I wouldn't have them in my bridal party if they weren't going to be honest with me. And then I also sent some pictures to my friends who actually live out of state, like my bridesmaid, Ashley, who lives out of state, and then one of my best friends, Michelle, as well. So I wanted to get everyone's opinion on the dresses that I tried on, just the silhouettes, not the actual dresses as well. And so we spent about 2 hours, and then at the end of the appointment, I was just like gun-ho that I might be saying yes to a dress like so quickly. I didn't think it was going to come this easy for me, because ever since I gotten engaged, I was looking through wedding dresses, and I was looking through Pinterest, all over the Knot, every magazine, and I wasn't getting a feeling of excitement to go try on my dress. I would text my fiance and I was just like, all these dresses just make me want to vomit. They all look the same. They're all lace. They're all mermaid. They're all poofy. Like, there's nothing like unique that was going on. And I was kind of getting just like to the point where I just didn't even want to try on dresses, to be honest. And then as I was actually trying on dresses, I was like, okay, this is actually becoming real. I'm actually getting married. And it was just a fun time. And it was shocking to me because I came in with such a I'm going to see all these basic gowns that everyone is purchasing this year, and the fear of someone else purchasing my gown and wearing it as well was just like, that's not going to be okay in my book. I don't want to wear something that everyone else is going to be photographed wearing. So Saturday came, and it was a ball. And the last dress that I tried on, which is the last dress that you'll see in my actual wedding dress shopping, I was 90% sure I was going to say yes to that dress. And I was like so excited about it. I felt so classy. I felt like such a grown adult that then it hit me. I was like, that's not what I want to look like on my wedding day. I am in my upper 20s, but I don't consider myself quite an adult for that dress. That was a very adult dress. And don't get me wrong, it was beautiful, it was comfortable. If I was probably a little bit older, I probably would have said yes to the dress like that. And it made me feel the feels. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, wow, like, I don't know if that dress is unique enough. Like, once they open those curtains to when I go walk to Gabe, I want everyone's breath to be taken away with this dress. And I was just like, I can't do this. Like, I can't say yes to this dress. It's too much. And I was just going over and over about it. And then we sent pictures to my best friend Kat and my best friend Michelle, and they are both team cupcake. They say the bigger the dress, the better. And at that point, I was just like, no, I do not want a big dress. I do not want anything that makes me look like a cake topper, nothing. So they were just gun-ho with making me look like a cupcake on my wedding day. And they weren't being like mean about it. They were just like, you lit up when you put on this dress. And surprisingly, the dresses were all within my budget, which I was super excited about. The last dress that you'll see is exactly half my budget because they were having a trunk show that weekend, and which I didn't know, and the dress was featured in the trunk show. I was like, hell yeah, I'm only going to spend half my budget on this dress. So that was kind of making me want to say yes to that dress more than I'm in love with this dress. So Sunday came along, and I was just like, I picked a boutique that was in North Austin, and it kind of has high price gowns too. They carry Lazaro, they carry Haley Page, they carry Waters. It's just a whole bunch of nice designer gowns. I was a little bit out of my budget, but I was like, I just want to try them on. So Sunday, it was just my mother, my maid of honor, my godson, and myself. And we didn't film anything. They didn't allow filming at this boutique. And we were going around dresses. For some reason, my mother was picking out all these slim figure dresses. And with me, I'm not a slim girl. I am not a size 2. I do have hips, I do have a tummy, and I do have boobs. So I am not going to fit in that beautiful, sleek dresses that 5'8" girls, models, and skinny girls can wear as well. I can't fit into that. I am not going to like that. And that's just not my style. It looks beautiful on other women, but it just does not fit my body type. And that's okay. I never wanted it anyway, so I'm not going to get upset about it. I originally went in this appointment wanting to try on mermaid gowns. And since I have some junk in my trunk, I was kind of discouraged because at the Saturday boutique, I wasn't able to fit anything over my butt because my butt is so big and it just doesn't fit sample size. And that didn't discourage me, and I feel like that would discourage a lot of people, but my butt is my butt. It is what it is. If it's big and beautiful, then it is big and beautiful. And if it doesn't fit in a gown, it doesn't fit in a gown. So the Sunday appointment, I got into a mermaid gown, and I was just like, I can't believe this is what I wanted. This does not fit me. This does not look right. I cannot walk in it. I cannot sit in it. So God bless all the women who were able to wear a mermaid gown on their wedding day or a trumpet style gown on their wedding day. God bless you, because I don't know how the hell you did it. I was so uncomfortable. My thighs were like glued together, and it was just like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. So the next gown I wanted to try on was something that I just randomly pulled because of the price, to be honest. As Bridget was putting the gown on me, that was the bridal expert that was with me that day. She put it on me. I immediately started crying. Immediately. I was just like, I can't. And I cried all the ugly tears. All of them. Like my maid of honor actually has up close pictures of me crying as I was saying yes to the dress. And it was one of the most unattractive pictures that I think I've ever going to see in my life of myself. And she sent them straight to my fiance. Not of me in the dress, just like this part of my face. Crying my butt off. It was so funny. Because she sent me the pictures as well. I was like, oh, that's not cute. But then she put on the veil, and then they put on a bell, and I felt like myself. I was like, this is the dress that I want to marry Gabe in. And he's gonna love it because of his views on what a wedding dress should wear as well. And I loved it. I could not stop thinking about it. Every time that I would look through my phone at the pictures I have on of me wearing it, I lit up. And immediately Kat, my maid of honor, sent pictures to Michelle, and Michelle just like lost her shit. She was like, that is the most beautiful gown. That is your gown. I really hope you said yes to that gown. And I did. And it is just gorgeous. I'm so happy about it. It is a little basic. It's just the style of the dress is what makes it wow on me. And I think it also helps with the veil that I chose as well. And it was under my budget. I was so surprised. It was about $100 under the original budget. I was willing to move up my budget if I did find a dress, but I was so surprised that the dress was under budget compared to all the other gowns that I was seeing, because I saw this beautiful Lazaro that was like $8,000, and then I saw all the Hailey Page gowns that were around $4,000, and I was just like, I'm not gonna find a dress here. And then the moment I put that dress on, I was like, this is perfect. And I was willing to up my budget, but coming to find out that my dress was under budget, I was like, done. Done, 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 done. So I ended up purchasing the gown literally on the spot. It was so easy. They measured me. My gown will be here in about 6 months, and I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am for that. So now on to my tips and advice, and basically just knowledge that I gained from my dress experience. Basically, my first tip is to bring everyone on your first appointment. Anyone who wants to come, pick a boutique that will be able to accommodate you and your however many people want to come. I have 6 bridesmaids. Only 3 were able to attend, which is perfectly fine. My mother attended as well. And just the bridal salon that I worked with, I wish that gown was in that bridal salon that I did not choose, just because I had such an amazing time with them. Not that I didn't have an amazing time with the boutique that I said yes to the dress to, but they were just so fun. They let my girls drink champagne as we were trying on dresses. We were able to film me in dresses so I can see how the dress moved from different angles. And then they were so much fun. They kind of just let us do our thing and enjoy the moment. So that is what I would suggest, that everyone come, and then once you decide on what dress you want, or limit it to about 1 or 2 gowns that you think that you're going to want, I would just go with you and your mother and your maid of honor. I am so glad that that's kind of what happened when I said yes to the dress, because now I get to have that awesome picture of when my bridesmaids see me for the first time in my dress with my veil and my hair done. So I want to give them that like wow type photo that I'm so excited to see as well. And my next piece of advice, I would buy the correct undergarments, because as you can tell in the videos that are coming up, I wore a sports bra because I have big boobs, and I didn't know if the bridal consultants were going to be okay with just my boobs just hanging out everywhere or not. And I knew I was going to get sweaty, so I was just like, let's just wear a sports bra just to see. And so I wore them on for a couple of gowns just to see what my boobs would look like up. And it kind of defeated the purpose. So you need to get basically a strapless corset is what I would suggest getting and wearing to all your bridal appointments, because a lot of gowns are strapless, and even if they aren't strapless, you don't have to see your bra straps poking out. So it kind of gives you a better view of what you're going to look like in that gown. So I didn't do that. I wish I did, because when I did say yes to the dress, they did put me in a corset, a strapless corset, and it just made everything just look so much better. So that is what I would suggest for number 2. Number 3, do not wear high heels. I was in and out, walking around for 2 hours, standing in heels. I was sweating, and I was barefoot, thank God, because you're going to be standing up on a box anyway, so it kind of gives the illusion that you are wearing 4-inch heels when you look into the mirror. So there's really no reason to wear your heels. It's just going to make it a lot more uncomfortable to get in and out of the dresses, and then you're just going to be sweating. Your feet are going to be hurting. So I just wore flats, or I went barefoot. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because again, the gown, you're standing on a box. The gown's going to be cut to you, so it's going to look like that with your shoes on. So just don't wear any heels. Be comfortable. And if you're wearing flats on your wedding day anyways, just wear the flats that you're planning on wearing to your wedding. It makes everything so much easier to get in and out of certain dresses. Now, if I was getting out of that mermaid gown in heels, let me tell you, they probably would have had to cut that damn dress off of me or something, because it wouldn't have happened. It barely happened barefoot, so if there are heels involved, it wouldn't have happened. And my last piece of advice is try to wear your hair the way that you think that you want to wear your hair. when you go try on wedding gowns. I knew I wanted my hair down, and so I wore my hair down. It wasn't really done, it wasn't curled, it wasn't just like, oh, it wasn't that. It was just down, it was straight, and that's what I wanted. So I can kind of get the feel of what my dress would look like with my hair down or up, because I knew I wasn't going to wear my hair up. If I was wearing a strapless gown, I did not want my hair up, and so that's what I ended up picking, was a strapless gown. And so it was so easy to see with the veil on, with my hair down, the dress just like cinched to the high heavens. I don't think I've ever seen my waist that big. It was crazy. And it just made the whole picture. It just made me say yes with how I looked. And I'm so glad that I wore my hair down, and it just made the experience so much better. That is it for my wedding dress story and how I came to saying yes to my dress so quickly. So my last tip of advice is basically make sure the gown is what you want. You are going to be 100% confident in your gown. Make sure it's exactly what you feel comfortable in and what you want to present to the world and show your future husband as you're walking down the aisle, because you will not regret that decision 10, 20 years down the road when you're looking at your wedding photos and like, why did I say yes to the gown? Why did someone pressure me into purchasing this gown? I love my gown. I don't care who likes it. I don't care if you hate it, love it, whatever. It's going to be me, and I'm going to be standing there with my future husband, just so excited to marry him in the gown that I chose. So if you would like to see me trying on a whole bunch of fun gowns with my bridal party, keep watching.